Anyway. There is a full round action which you can make a full round attack with. That would give you a slight bonus.
I mean, it's your turn. Go ahead.
Anyway.
My turn?
I'm just trying to... No, the lizard.
Okay.
I think it misses.
Yeah,
17's a miss, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I currently have
Anton.
18.
Anton, now you stabby.
Yes. What is the bonus for a full round attack?
Give me a second. A full attack. Full round actions require your entire round to complete, so you can't do anything else but this. After your first, you can make blah, 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 blah. Where the fuck is it?
Yeah, I would have added it to this attack. I just wanted to get it rolled out of the way.
Well, full attack is the one way you get your multiple attacks in if you have multiple attacks.
Yeah. So actually, the full round attack will not do anything for you right now.
Okay, then.
Later it will, because rogues do get a lot of multiple attacks at once. It's like stabbing, like you're stabbing multiple times at once,
Oh, well, that's not done.
Yes, but unfortunately, that is a miss. The hit you just did. For Vel.
All right. I attempt to do a really awkward opposite spinning back elbow, but I don't have momentum. Luckily, it's telekinetic.
Okay, that's a hit.
My last one, and I got like 7 damage from 7 attacks. I love it. Either way, I hit.
Welcome to Pathfinder.
Oh, no worries. I still got a sword.
He's gonna bite you.
No, he's not.
Javelin on King.
This is a fight between two people who don't know how to fight.
What's the benefit for flanking?
Well, for Anton, it's an extra d6 to attack. For you, I believe flanking gives you extra attack as well. Hold on, let me double check.
Well, I'll roll it and we can see if it even matters. Well, I mean, I might have hit. Although, unfortunately, I don't get my +1 because Anton's here, so...
You get a +2 attack attack roll bonus. And Anton, you have the same thing as well.
So 17 for 8 damage.
17 actually hits.
Yeah, for 8 damage. Would have been 9, but I'm not the only threatener anymore.
Yeah, you got it. It's a good hit, too. You actually get the scimitar across the neck of the monster lizard. You see blood coming out of its neck now, and it's just starting to color its belly. It looks like it has been severely wounded, and it's gonna now do the only thing it knows how: try to bite you, and miss. Anton, with that flanking, you do the +2 does come into effect. It just didn't work last time, so go ahead.
Yeah, we'll have to add this in our mind's eye.
Oh, I got it. You don't even need it because you hit. Roll d6 or sneak attack.
Damn it.
Good luck. Good news though. That's all you needed. You get behind the lizard. And what you decide to do is you come up, under its belly and just stab it in the gut. And you just pull your short sword out of it, and you see little bits of its viscera and things like that just start falling out of it as it collapses to the floor dead.
All right, then we're gonna do a stupid move.
And what type of stupid move is that?
That kind of stupid move.
Oh, okay. No attack of opportunity there for Vel.
All right, at this point, I pull out my sword.
This will invoke an attack of opportunity.
That's cool.
10 misses. I assume.
Nope. This
It
guy
hit?
can't touch this.
All right.
And then I'll swing for his junk.
Okay. That's a hit.
6 junk damage.
You cut off his junk. He's bleeding
It-
out.
What it is like I drag the sword a little bit and I just go straight up between the legs.
Whatever happened to your ore?
It's not a weapon.
Yeah, just asking whatever
I
happened to
cast
it. I
through
haven't heard you describe it in forever.
Oh, it's true, because I haven't had to cast anything offensively.
It says the 7 spells previously described.
Oh, that's not casting. That's my fist.
You killed the troglodyte, by the way.
Hell yeah.
This one, well, I know where this battle's going now. He's going to try and run away. So both King and Anton, you get an attack of opportunity as it tries to scurry.
Yay.
Well, we can't let it run
So-
away, so we're going to have to chase it even if it does run.
Anton, you do hit. King, you do not. Anton, you do get the sneak, so that's good chunk. But it's not enough to take it down.
How fast does it move?
How fast? That's a good question. It is 30 feet.
Okay. Can I get a chance to use a longbow to try and take it out before it gets too far away?
Well,
Yeah,
it's
it's
only
right here.
moving 30, so I have my turn, and I can literally run 32. I
Oh,
mean,
perfect.
not
Yeah.
run, I can move 30. So,
Well, you can move and then you can charge it. And if you charge it, you could attack in the hit. Remember, though, the charge is a small penalty.
I'm sorry, say it again. I was like in the middle of holding back a sneeze.
If you do a full round action, you can charge. What that allows you to do is move twice your speed and attack during the same turn.
Oh, I don't have to move twice my speed. I can move my speed and attack.
It moves 60 feet, so you have to get...
You said 30.
60.
He literally just asked you, and you said 30.
I know that, and I said his movement is 30 feet, but he ran 60 away.
How far does he move? 30 feet. No, he moved
30
60. Well, you understand the confusion.
I apologize for the confusion.
Fine, I charge 60 feet.
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to keep it, fair.
Just trying to
But
keep it fair.
honestly, realistically, he can't do shit to stop you because you can charge him every time. By the way, that's a hit.
Yeah, I know, they have a 15 AC. You learn from the hits.
Yeah, let's see. You get it in its back. You slash it up really good.
Oh, that's actually 5 damage. I'm the only one threatening it right now.
Yep.
Extra grind.
He is still up. Anton.
Charge.
All right, go for it.
Can I make a turn when I do this, or is it all in a straight line?
You just move 60 or whatever your move speed is, as long as you can reach it.
All right.
Okay.
They're right there. And what's my penalty to attack?
You don't. It's a +2 on the hit. You get a penalty on your armor class. I just looked it up.
Oh, okay. That would be a +2 to that 9. I don't hit.
Well, you are. If you're going there, you are flanking, so that's another +2. That's 13. Yeah, still not enough. Okay. Forvel.
Cool. Forvel will go here. I drop my sword. Not stowing it. Actually, no, because moving is an action, so I can shoot from here anyways. I will drop my sword, pull out my longbow, and I will fire on this thing. But as I fire, I say, "Fuck you, Dad."
You miss, unfortunately.
Well, that wasn't the inspirational term you needed.
Nope. I'm trying to figure out what's gonna get the sheet to work.
Yeah, need to
No,
pick a new
I'm just
family
trying
member
things.
next.
Troglodyte's going to try and run away. Both of you get attack of opportunity. King hits. I just want to see Anton's real quick.
Come on, Anton. You
What
got
do you need me
this.
to roll?
Attack of opportunity. So you get an attack on it.
I got Oh, he's doing it again. Okay, I got confused for a second.
That's a crit. That's a confirmed crit. Yeah, honestly, King, you would have killed it anyway, but Anton, as you're like slashing his back up again, Anton, you get your short sword up through his neck and basically saw his head off. He's been decapitated.
Okay, I need somebody to give me a, God, what kind of sack could hold all these bodies? So I need somebody to give me a sack.
You don't have a sack.
That's what I'm calling. I'm calling for these people. We're also not that far from base.
No, you're not.
That's what I'm saying. So somebody give me a sack. Quickly.
They come back with backpacks.
God, no, I need something big enough to hold all these bodies in it.
We don't have anything. Do you want us to make a sack?
No, God, I'll just hold their two legs, all three legs together, and I'll start dragging them. They're gonna follow the scent. I was thinking about burning the bodies, but these creatures have laid a slimy scent the entire path. So I'm gonna backtrack on their own path and make a new trail somewhere away from the base. And then I'm gonna dispose of the bodies somewhere near a water source.
As you're explaining this, Florvel is getting blood from the bodies and covering juggling balls.
Right. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna backtrace their route so that I can like make a turn somewhere along the way, and then dispose of the bodies near a water source. So that if somebody tries to follow their stench, they'll follow it to a river. And the assumption by any tracker would be that they went into the water somewhere, and the scent will just be lost.
Some of the hunters will help you with this if you wish it.
No, we need the least number of people as possible. I'm willing to do it. I'm willing to do it by myself because if I get caught, I can try and fall back on the I'm an orc from the north scenario.
Sounds good. Alrighty. Alright, so you're gathering both troglodytes and the monitor lizard?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm basically just going to be dragging them along the ground. I mean, if any of the hunters are going to be out here, do what they can to eliminate the smell that leads towards the base away from the direction that I drag these in a different direction. I don't know, upturn the earth, wet it with flowers, I don't know, whatever you can do. Eliminate that trail.
We'll see what we can do. Do you loot the bodies real quick or no?
I think it's like too important to get them out of here and not waste the time.
Okay. Well, I assume you leave all the weapons behind at least.
Yeah, they threw javelins. I'm not gonna chase the javelin. Well, I don't know. The javelins have scent on them too.
2 javelins, 2 clubs. It's up to you.
I mean, troglodytes don't have quality material, and at the same time, they can track themselves by their own scent. It's such a powerful thing that they've got.
I agree with that wholeheartedly.
I was hoping to do it in a sack so I could make sure that everything stick together, but now I have to like lay everything on top of them and drag them across the ground.
All right, one of the hunters comes back with what looks like a makeshift jar, like a large container, and he says, "Would this work at least? Maybe you could put all the small stuff in here."
You know what? Just consider me already gone. I've left the instructions that I need to, and I can't like waste anything. Like it's very important that this be done now because we don't know if these are the only people in the area.
Roger that. All right, so you go, you do that. All right, the hunters are going to try and clean up here. For Vel, you did your juggling ball thing. I'm assuming you did not take anything off of any of these creatures.
No, I did not.
Okay, so
question about how putting spells into books works within this. If I have a scroll,
yes.
Do I just need the material cost of the level?
Usually that's what it like to put it in a spell book.
100%.
I don't think that's. I think usually it's the cost is to make a scroll, not necessarily make a.
Because it says that a wizard can put spells into their spell book, and it says see magic.
Okay. Give me like a. Can you give me like a minute to actually look for that?
Absolutely. I just know that I've looked, so I want to. Yeah.
Because they did change that. I am on the magic page right now, so give me a minute. While we do that,
All good.
King, you are dragging the bodies. You do. You don't know necessarily. I mean, you know the area decently at this point.
Well,
So
you
you
want to
do
go
know
back
that
to
there
the map?
big map.
Yeah, the big map.
We'll do that. Sorry.
Right, I just want to. Where am I? Shoot. I'm doing the zoom thing because I'm holding the wrong button. Crap. Fuck. I guess that I would try to. I would go back this way. God, I don't know why it looks everything I draw is on charcoal now. Charcoal drawings on the map. I would go back that way and then head in that direction.
Okay.
So that, I mean, I don't know that the troglodyte cave is right here, but I do know that this was the area I was hunting when Anton was running away, and he ran in that direction. So, dragging them in that direction could seem like they were chasing after Anton, possibly.
Okay, that's fine. Well, that's pretty elaborate too. But you can do that. It's going to take you time though.
Yeah, no, I
Because,
expect I'm
it's
gonna be
heavy.
away for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2 weeks.
Jesus Christ, man.
I'm gonna drag, like I said, if they're gonna follow the scent, I'm gonna drag it all the way to the river. And at which point, I will try and find my way back without doubling back on my own path.
Okay. Start dragging the bodies.
I already am. I said I did that
Well,
immediately. I stopped talking to people because I was wasting too much time because I think time is of the essence here.
if you're actually going to the river for it, if you like, you just roll the geography. I can tell you if there's a closer water source.
Yeah, but like I said, I think I need to drag them away from the base as far as possible. Because
All
if
right. Well,
anybody follows after the scent, if they're following the scent of these guys, then it might lure them very far away instead of just being in the area.
All right. All right. We'll get to you then.
But it's going to take me
And
7 days to reach that river and then another 7 days to return.
we'll get to you then, and we'll come back. How's that sound? In a minute.
I got no choice.
All right. So for Vel, I posted the scribing scrolls and copying spells. So there's 3 ways you can add spells to your spell book. Level up, obviously, you get 2 spells of your choice. The spell is copied from a different source, which I just gave you, and independent research, which is a weird fucking thing, apparently. As far as like writing it goes, if you want like the full info on that, there is a cost to writing it. It depends on the level. Are you doing level 1, level 2, level 0? What are you doing? You're muted, Justin.
Thank you. Level 1.
Level 1 is just like 10 gold apiece. Very
10 gold
simple.
apiece?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll easily spend that. Yeah,
In
there's
fact,
a whole bunch of scrolls I can't mess with, but there's one I can.
In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually make an extra note about spells and put that all in there. How's that sound?
Perfect. Yeah. So I'll spend the time. I'll spend the 10 gold, which is barely anything, and I will make the spellcraft roll.
Oh, what spell is it, by the way?
Endure elements. Endure Elements, level 1 wizard spell.
I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure you got it.
You can comfortably exist in conditions between -50 and 140 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, that's a DC 15 plus the spell's level 16. Yeah, you got it in your book. It's now, you spent an hour, like, learning it from the scroll, and it is now, you write it down in your thing.
Cool. I do not get a +2 onto the effect because it is not within my school of magic, but it's still useful. The rest of our spells I can't do anything with. The rest of the spell scrolls that we have. I accidentally put an extra token onto the map. But yes, I will drag this spell over right now.
I have copied all the stuff. You should see a note that says magic and spell books.
Perfect.
Just in case if we need it again. I'm also probably going to do the combat stuff too for all those things that we were talking about, just in case as well.
One thing to note then, because we do have rangers and druids, like we do have a ranger and we do have a cleric.
Uh-huh.
If you want to look under the list and if they might be able to use those spell scrolls better,
they can, but keep in mind that they can, but keep in mind that clerics basically get the full list, or at least a list of certain spells. They just have to make sure they're memorized for the day. I think druids are the same. I'm not really as familiar with them.
They are.
Magic is always fucking weird where they do that. I know they do it for flavor, but it makes it so annoying to track sometimes.
Whenever I play druid or cleric, I just select spells that, like I normally do with a wizard. But yeah, no, we still do have one scroll of Endure Elements left, but it is also in my book as well.
And it's just a scroll. It's not like anything else, right?
Yeah, so we had 2 scrolls total of it. We have one. We're down to 1 because I copied it. But yeah,
you technically can. I guess you can technically make a scroll, I believe, right?
I absolutely can.
I guess that would be researching and designing spells.
So for researching and designing spells, I'll fully let you know what my thought process is. Once I find a spell that I like enough, I'm gonna research into making a altered version of it. And it won't be like a crazy alteration. It'll be something subtle to make it more fit for Val.
That's coming like straight out of the Game Master Guide. That is actually a whole process that you can do here.
Yeah. But like beyond that, I don't have any spells that I would want to do that with yet. Maybe Magic Missile, but I'm undecided.
That's one of the reasons why I've been so tempted to try and run DCC again.
What is DCC?
Dungeon Crawl Classics. Every spell is basically customized because it's all random rolled how it works. So you could have a party full of wizards and none of their spells, even if they were the same spell, would be the same.
I want us to do that wizard game that you talked about a while ago that is apparently super fucking complicated. I think it's Ars Magica.
Yeah, but the problem is it's super fucking complicated.
Yeah, I know.
I'm only just surface level. I only have surface level knowledge of the spell creation system.
Look, that's better than me because I can't read it because I don't have a copy of it.
Well, it's also very much a generational game, so you don't play one character, you play a family of characters.
Yeah.
Kind of like the way that Pendragon, kind of like the way Pendragon works sometimes, depending on how you play it.
This link, by the way, Justin, is a link that leads to a lot of the info on magic.
Dope.
So I would actually hold on to that.
I absolutely will. Yeah, because as long as I'm playing for Vel, once we get somewhat stable, I'm going to be digging into that. Like, next level, I'm probably getting Create Wondrous item.
The problem is that you're living in the boonies. Even if
I'm
civilization hadn't crumbled around here, the highest level town, you could only get up to like 4th level stuff in, so...
Why do you think I'm doing weird stuff with juggling balls?
Because you're a child.
That link, Anton and, actually Arcloid and Theta, that's the combat information link, just in case as
Yeah, no,
well.
I'm constantly looking at that site, but it's giving me a problem now. I think I need to update my browser.
Yeah. I've been using it too lately, mostly because I just don't have the book in front of me at the moment. Speaking of Theta, you are dragging a bunch of dead corpses into the forest.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to roll me a survival check. And then after you do that, roll a d20.
Even though we've already been in this area before?
If you've been in the area, you get a bonus, actually, for the survival check.
Because you remember this house? That's, I think that's the undead guy and his dog or whatever it was. And then we went north from there to find the cave. So we've been in this area before.
That is Keylock's house, yes. You got a bonus for the survival, but I need you to roll that d20. Okay. You actually do get to Keylock's house as you're dragging the corpses, but you are not alone there.
Well, that I can honest the party.
I'm sorry about that.
You know, I also hate it. I crushed that thing once, but you made it come back.
It's magical, baby.
Hey, look! You've met me here, Forvel.
Apparently so.
I'm just assuming you're like at the edge of it right now. You're passing by this area because you have been to this home before, but you are not alone here because you actually notice that there are other folks that are here right now.
Do they notice me?
Roll a stealth. Let's find out.
Well, I'm also radiating troglodyte stench, so...
That may not help you, no.
Well, that's what I mean. Even if I'm hidden, the scent of troglodytes in the area is going to be still there. I can't hide that. It's a -3.
Ooh.
Well, like I said, even if I could hide, the troglodyte smell is going to give me away no matter what.
Let's see.
Well, you see, King, the thing is that these guys have no noses. Elves bit them off.
No, he has a nose. That's the thing.
You see, King, the thing is that you're fighting Toucan Sam. And the nose always knows.
You know what? This setting's so unrealistic. Noses are a thing? Come on.
You see a small group of hobgoblins.
Alright, well, here goes into plan B, as I continue dragging.
One of them actually catches your eye first as you're dragging them.
Give it back.
And the other two quickly draw what looks like short swords, but the one over here, he looks like he's the one in charge. Actually stays his hand and like tells them to stop. Like he gives them like a stare, and then he looks at you and he actually shouts to you in Goblin. Do you speak Goblin?
I drop the legs. I do a and wipe my brow, and I shout back at them in Orc. Bounty?
They look at each other and roll a bluff check.
Crap, hold on. Let me just double check. I have something, I think. Alright, step 1 of this question. Do the hobgoblins... Where is it? Do the hobgoblins count as residents of Phaendar? Phaendar.
No, they do not.
Then never mind. That one doesn't count then. By the way, this is what, 2 days in?
More like 3 days in.
Alright, so recover 3 hit points. Alright, bluff.
Oh, no, it's more than that. Remember, you're level 2. You're recovering 6 hit points.
Oh, alright, so another 3 then.
You're welcome. And good news, this hobgoblin does speak orc.
18.
The one that's here. Oh, fuck, you actually rolled well.
What's a 0? It was 50-50 shot of getting better than 10 or less than 10.
Let's see if he catches you.
I mean, it's not a complicated bluff. I said
He's gonna
one
get a
word.
6.
He has a shit sense motive, so... Oh, shit. He's like... He says back in orc, Bounty, what do you got?
I found these 3, going through the woods. They live here in the forest. Was the bounty for everybody that lives in the forest?
Let me see. He actually comes up to you.
Yeah,
Looks,
I do that. I do that one of those moves where you step back and put your hands back. Like, yeah, take him.
He looks at them and he says, "This is not it. Humans, elves, any of those survivors from the places here. All beast creatures are supposed to be off limits."
I gesticulate at myself and say, "Are you fucking kidding me? You realize how long it took me to kill these sons of bitches?"
Well, it's not my fault that you made a mistake, now is it?
Compensate me.
Why should I?
Are you really asking? Do you want the anger of the Horde to direct its ire south?
I didn't realize we were already allied with your clan, orc.
I do that same move where I pull my sleeve of my armor up as high as it can go because it's a stiff armor. And show the symbol of my clan, which is actually my former symbol of my clan, but you know.
Yeah, well, he doesn't know that.
Right. But it's a recognizable symbol.
If you want compensation, you're gonna have to deal with Scarvinarist yourself. I can take you to him, but he's not gonna be happy that you made a mistake.
How far away?
From here? Couple of days, at least. And if we go back to the map...
Well, I feel like I'm going to do that another sigh motion, and I'm going to do the obvious look of trying to calculate how much money it would be worth to make that trip.
He shows you like a map, and it's apparently like up north over here somewhere. Okay.
Do you have no, I saw you pinging. I'm gonna ask him, do you have an extra map? Maybe with clues as to the humans? So I don't make this fucking mistake again?
All we know is that there's survivors in the woods and all over the place from our attacks.
I found these in the woods.
But those are not humans, are they?
I don't know, they smell human. And I give a hearty laugh.
Nah, they smell worse. Let's be real. I don't know why we're trying to ally with them, but... Here's the deal. You want to go north, I can give you a copy of the map. Give me a little time. I'll let you go north.
I tell you what, what's your name?
My name? You can call me Arik.
Alright, Eric. Here's the deal. You give me a copy of the map with any clues you've got about where the humans are. Let's say we form some sort of partnership. I'll give you a cut for your help, and you keep me up to date on everything you know. You give me the knowledge, I'll do the work.
You're... roll a diplomacy.
Oh, sure, right back to the 50-50.
Come on.
I mean, it's a pretty good deal in his from his perspective, all he has to do is tell me stuff, and I'll go fight things, and he gets paid.
I don't. We're mercenaries like you are always interesting to deal with. Tell you what, I'm willing to do that.
75-25.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to shortchange your work either, Orc. Especially if you can kill things by yourself, apparently. It's also impressive how you're able to lob that head off clean.
See, the thing is, I'm not so much bothered by that. Information you could give me, since you seem to be in the know, will keep me ahead of everybody else. And that's valuable to me. And I'm willing to pay for that.
Fine. We'll do the deal.
Okay, well, make sure to put a spot on that map where I'm able to find you.
He actually goes to shake your hand too.
Yeah, I'll shake his hand.
And he says, "Come here." And he brings you back to like the other two hobgoblins that are with him. You notice that around here they actually have like a makeshift encampment going on. It looks like there's like a little fire pit, and they were in the middle of cooking. You guess would be supper. He says, "You might as well sit a while." You speak Goblin at all?
No.
And he says, "How about Common?"
Yeah, you always have to deal with the raiders up north that are trying to break the horde. Ain't never gonna happen, I'll tell you that much.
Fine. Give me a few minutes. I'll get the map out and start making a copy. Why don't you sit with the men, have a little bit to eat? You look a little tired there.
Yeah, the fight'll do that. But it's an enjoyable exhaustion.
It's actually a pretty hearty stew. It's made out of some fresh meat and vegetables.
What are they eating out of? Like bowls?
What's that?
What are they eating out of? Like bowls, skulls? What's the motif?
It's honestly just like a standard tin cups and bowls, really.
Okay.
Really, this is like regimented military grade stuff that they have.
Well, I mean, I was expecting like wooden bowls, like scoop it out in a wooden bowl and just.
No, they got tins.
All right.
Or at least like metal things.
I mean, I don't imagine that the food I grew up on and the food that hobgoblins eat are going to be that far apart.
Well, whatever it is, this is actually a pretty good stew. So you're actually surprised by that. And eventually, Arak comes back and he says, "All right, here's your map. On the note here is the location of where the main camp is. It's called Red Jaw. All right?
Yeah.
Here's the deal. Currently, it's under control of Scarvinerus. He's the main lieutenant in this area right now. The one that's trying to hunt these things. If I were you, I would be very careful how you approach him because he does not tolerate failures that much. But he's willing to let it slide for mercenaries and everything. Because he's desperate to apparently find any survivors and make sure their heads come clean.
Well, I mean, as a mercenary, I'm not part of the main battle plan. All I am is assisting. You know, heads for money, as it were.
Well, if we actually get our way, it'll be more than just heads for money. Maybe if you prove yourself, Orc, you can find a place in the New Nation.
I already showed you, man. I've got a clan.
Your clan's probably more than welcome too if we're allied.
Oh, you'd have to bring that up at the capital, and as I recall, they're not too big on outsiders up there anymore.
Well, once they hear what we're doing down here, maybe they'll come in.
I think you'd have to take care of business down here first and to reach up north. I'm sure if you could lend a hand to the fight against the warring human nations that are always trying to raid the Horde's lands, they'd be more than happy to extend a hand. But you gotta prove yourselves down here first.
Yeah, we're already halfway through it. So far, all the plans have been going well.
Well, more power to you then, brother.
You know, I like you, Orc. What's your name?
King. Call me King.
Interesting name. Yeah. You want a drink?
Yeah.
We only get a little bit of this special stuff, but we found it in this cabin. Looks like some old wine. We're gonna save it. I think we could crack it open. What do you say, boys? And the other two hobgoblins cry.
Wait, you mean this place?
Yeah, we found some stuff here.
Really?
Too,
I
man.
was here just like a week ago. I didn't see any of that.
Really?
Yeah, there was a, shoot. Sorry, I can't think of their names. It was an undead sort of thing. A right? What do you call
Oh
it?
yeah, we saw that. We saw what looked like a sign of a battle. That was you.
Yeah, and he had like an animal thing with him too.
Impressive.
I have no idea what happened here before then, because the ground was littered in bear traps. I can only assume he held himself in there and he died, and I went and busted the door down, and he came out at me.
Yeah, we took care of those bear traps. That's not a problem.
Well, yeah, they helped me out a bit. They kept the animal at bay for a while. Killed the undead thing, then killed the animal.
Yeah, well, we found this inside. I don't know if you looked in here or not, but there was like a little hidden compartment. A couple of good valuables in there, actually.
Well, there was a chest when I was in here with a couple of weapons. But that was about it.
Yeah, there's not much in there that, well, some stuff, but we found like a hidden compartment or whatever. Good little tchotchkes. We could probably give it to some of the other higher ups.
Well, I'm
Maybe
glad
get a
I
little
came back
extra.
then to share some of that there drink.
I already took the pick of the litter from this stuff, so just to forewarn you.
Well, I mean, it's what's fair is fair. I came through, I picked what I found. If I missed something, that's up for grabs for whoever was here. I think they call that finders keepers.
He just kind of laughs, and now you share the drink. And yeah, after that, he says, we're going to be heading up north tomorrow. If you want to follow us for a little bit, that's perfectly fine too, Orc. Or King.
No, you put it on the map. I can find it. Wait. Did you mark on here where I'm going to be able to find you again?
Well, we're only scouting, so we're all over the place. Redjaw is our main is our main fort at the moment, our main encampment.
So if I want, well, okay, how about this? If I need to, shoot, there's not going to be among your kind, is there going to be somebody that I could say leave a bit with, and they're going to find to put it way back to you?
Are you talking elf magic?
No. I meant if
he actually looks a little perturbed by that.
No, I meant if I collect a couple of bounties that you helped me out with, and I left some money with somebody, because you're not there. Is there anybody trustworthy?
I'll tell you what. In the camp, we're basically sleeping in shifts in the camp, but we all have our own personal little lock boxes for our valuables. You can leave it in there. I can tell you which lockbox it is.
Alright, well, I guess if you have a lockbox you're not worried about anybody else messing with, then I guess it's secure enough.
If somebody steals from our own camp, especially one of our own, they're going to be skinned alive and be added to Scarvinus' tent.
I guess that's just the difference between us. Where I grew up, you were expected to do that shit and not get caught.
Well, the way we grew up, you were expected to follow the orders and not question them.
Yeah, well, I guess it's just a lot harder to survive up north than it is down here.
Anyway, do you just take your leave after a while in the night, or do you actually stay the night with these guys?
I thought they were marching off to the north now.
No,
I
they're
mean, if
marching
they're
up to
not,
north
yeah,
tomorrow
no,
morning.
if they're not marching up north now, then yeah, I'll stay the night with them, eat, drink, share stories, and then when they go to head north, then I'm gonna start heading west.
Can you do me a favor then, and can you please do a? I guess it would be like a sense motive. We'll use that for this. Not horrible. They're very free now talking to you because they basically think you're allied with them as a mercenary.
Well, the problem is I can only talk to the one guy, and the other one guy has to translate for the other guys.
Well, no, they all understand common.
Oh, okay.
It seems like a lot of the hobgoblins understand common and goblin as their primary languages, but maybe some of the scouts and officers are multilingual, is the impression you've been getting. And in talking with them, you're finding out a little bit of information on like who they are. They have scouting parties all in the Fangwood right now for two purposes. The Legion is looking for survivors, which is the primary objective from the Phaendar attack that happened about a month ago. And they're also looking for any survivors or stragglers from the Trinchado Rangers that are within the forest.
Right.
They don't have a lot of information on them because that's a different unit that's working on it because they already divided up the work. Scarvinerus is a bugbear who is a hunter that's working in the south here, who is looking for basically any survivors. Well, they do have a different commander going after the Rangers, which is other parts of the forest.
Scarvinerus is the guy in charge at Redjaw, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And if you want, I can write his name for you, if you need it.
I'm just going to be asking later anyway. A couple of weeks are going to go by, and I'll be like, what was the guy's name again? You told me the guy's name.
I know it's going to happen, but
Unfortunately, all the writing area on my own sheet is filled with my backstory, so...
just in case, I did post it in the chat there. Scarvinius. I've been saying it wrong, actually. It's Vinius, not Vinerus. It doesn't fucking matter. Just call him Scar. It's easier that way.
You know what? Toucan if you want.
As you are doing all that, by the way, team camp.
Yep.
So King is going to be gone for at least 3 days. In those 3 days' time, what are you guys going to be doing? Are you going to be doing more building, helping out, hunting? What you got?
I'm building, and then we'd have the regular 3 hunters.
Alrighty.
Yeah, Anton will be building as well.
Wow, that's your second nat one.
I know.
Ooh.
I'm rolling real bad on all of my rolls so far today.
One of the huts, the frame just seems like it collapses because it looks like it's been stricken with like some sort of wood disease or termites or something. Like the wood is not strong enough.
Okay.
So you're gonna have to start from square one from that.
And
for the hunting,
that's each of the days.
yeah, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, you got 6 provision points out of those days.
Oh, that's rough.
Yeah, that's pretty low.
We are down to 6 days.
And that's after getting like 2 weeks of supplies?
Yes.
Oh, shit. Oh, wow. Okay.
But, actually, no, 7.
So you got about a week left of supplies.
Yeah. Because I wasn't counting the rations until they reached up to the proper amount.
Okay, so real quick for King, where are you actually going?
Like I said, when they head back north, I'm gonna head east. I'm sorry, west.
You're heading back to the camp?
Yeah, I'm gonna make a roundabout back to it, though. I'm not gonna head in a direct path.
Alrighty. As for the troglodyte bodies, they honestly just leave them there and quickly bury them. They do not give a shit about them. Just so you know. So they're at that campment there. So you just head east. Roll a d20 for me, just to see if anything happens. You do get waylaid.
Oh, before I leave the encampment and separate from the hobgoblins, I ask him, is there anything in the future that I could show that I'm working with you guys instead of like showing off the tats and everything, or the branding rather? Is there a quicker way?
Well, don't you have don't you have the bounty paper?
Is that all? Is that going to be faster? Does everybody recognize the bounty paper as the work?
Pretty much.
Okay.
What happened to yours?
Oh, you remember that torrential rainstorm that happened a couple weeks back rather?
Vaguely, yeah.
Yeah, I got caught in the middle of it. That paper ain't waterproof.
That's true. Well, if you want, I do have an extra copy.
I mean, that would be helpful if you're saying that everybody acknowledges that. I don't want to be caught up in the middle of how the shit happens in the middle of the woods.
Yeah, here you go. He gives you an extra copy.
Appreciate it.
On your way back, you do get waylaid by something, and you're actually surprised. Because it's it looks like it's like a group of hunters, like
It's
regular
Coriel.
hunters.
He's escaped.
No, it's not Coriel, unfortunately.
It's Daryl. He's escaped.
It's not Daryl either, but it is a different group of people.
It's a bunch of elves. Run away.
No, it just looks like it's like three forest soldiers of some kind, but they're not the same as the rangers that you've seen, or the bodies of the rangers. They're not wearing that type of gear.
I mean, honestly, I don't know who they would be if you're saying forest soldiers.
They look like they're well armed and armored. Are you trying to hide from them? That's the first question I have.
Which hex am I in?
It would be X.
They look elven?
No, they're human, all three of them. And they're wearing heavier armor. You notice like sashes of red on and accents of red specifically. And it looks like it's very well regimented, well polished. Do you have any like knowledge skills or no? I would check that.
I mean, am I trained any, or are there any of them class skills, or?
Yeah, so you're trained in any?
I'm the only one I am. Well, I guess technically, if you don't have any ranks in it, you're not trained in it, right?
Yes.
Then no, I'm not trained in any.
All right, you have no idea. You have no idea who they are.
Yeah, they're only one horizon away from the base, which is concerning.
A couple of miles away at least.
Well, a horizon is like 6 miles. That's the visual distance to the horizon.
Do you want
on an Earth-sized planet? I mean, I don't know if we're on a marble, so.
No, it's not a marble.
I don't know what its comparable size is to Earth. I don't want to make assumptions about the horizon when I'm basing it on Earth. God, they don't look elven. They're human, and they're heavily armored. And they don't see me, or you're asking me in the moment?
I'm asking you, are you trying to hide right now?
Right, and that's what I'm trying to figure out. You know, I'm shit at stealth, so I guess the move is to introduce myself and get murdered. Yep, that's the move. It's better than hiding and failing. Hiding and failing is more guilty than just stepping out of the woods and introducing yourself. Whatever is gonna happen is gonna happen. So that's what I do.
Okay.
It's why you wear red when you're robbing a house at night, because red stands out about as much as a black does on clothing, and looks less guilty than black does.
It's a good thing red's my favorite color, isn't it?
Well, I mean, because if you're just wearing red in a dark red, I mean, like crimson or an ember hue, it doesn't stand out in the darkness, and when you're getting and when someone's talking to you in a light setting, you don't look as guilty. Like, you're obviously not wearing black because you're trying to hide. You're just wearing a red.
I mean, the logic is there.
I don't know why I remember why I said that. I'm saying now that I walk out, like I said before.
The three soldiers are heavily armed, and they immediately draw weapons. One of them shouts to you, "Who are you, and what brings you to these woods?"
In common, I shout, "Parlay."
They look at each other. The leader seems to be a woman, and she steps forward. "And what are you parlaying?"
I wish to discuss... Hold on one sec.
Think
Wish
carefully.
to discuss... Yeah, no,
Yo, mama.
yeah. Wish to discuss your mama. Pocket sand. I run. No, I wish... I just trying to think of the way to put this, because the words aren't coming to my brain all of a sudden. I wish to discuss reasons for being out here. I come peacefully, and I just wish to discuss why you're here and who you are.
We are agents of the nation of Molthune.
Oh,
We're
that guy. Oh, sorry, I don't know that guy. Never mind. I take that back. That was Krog that knew that guy.
Yeah, Krog would probably know that. Coriel would know it. In fact, everybody at camp would know who Molthune is. They're basically like the ones that are at war.
No,
with
no, no. I meant
Nirmathas.
the spy. The spy that was in camp that Krog intimidated.
Erdan?
I don't remember his name. I just remember Krog got it out of him because he couldn't stop.
He's still alive.
Yeah, but I don't know that I've ever talked to him.
You have not.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I don't know the whole Molthune thing. So I was about to say that I was about to say that, then I realized that was character knowledge from another character. So I took it back.
Understandable. And she shouts to you then, "We have stated our name. We have stated who we are from. Or wait, excuse me. We have stated where we are from. Pray, who are you?"
I'm a survivor of Phaendar, and I seek asylum.
They all look at each other and says, "There are survivors?"
There are survivors.
They actually stop for a minute. And they say, "Can you take us to your survivors? We wish to speak with your leader."
I can do this.
Please.
All right.
And
this is
the woman
where I lead them for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days to the north. And I escort them to Redjaw.
Jesus Christ, really?
I cannot, in good conscience, lead them back to the base because I don't know what their intentions are. And the only way that I feel like I can escape them is to bring them to a point.
You could ask their intentions. That's perfectly fine. You just didn't ask them yet.
Well, I mean that they treated me with open hostility, drew weapons on me, and seemed to be actively hostile. So I can only assume that they act as a second threat to our... Also, the fact that I've declared myself as a survivor of Phaendar also leads me to believe that they're also hunting for survivors of Phaendar.
They're not making a move to kill you, however.
Oh yeah, no. I assume that they draw all their weapons and act with hostility as a form of friendship.
I mean, as you're walking, they have sheathed their weapons.
Oh, of course, we're all friends here, right? All friendly friends.
The woman introduces herself as Gatlin. I don't know why that was funny.
She's not helping her cause.
No, she's not. I don't know why. She says that she is a corporal within the Molthune army. She and the other two soldiers that they're with were separated from a small contingent on the border of the area here.
You're a long way from the border.
Everything's been going strange. We've been hearing reports of hobgoblins like coming in and encroaching on the borders here. We heard that they were attacking in Nirmathas. Originally, we were not going to do anything, but we had orders from some of the generals to investigate, especially for the border territories. We were part of a larger unit, and we got separated.
I guess the thing to do would be to sense motive. All right?
Go for it.
I'm asking Braith.
Yes. The ghost of Braith tells you to sense motive.
Well, we're all friendly friends around here.
They seem very trustworthy, and you get the feeling she is telling the truth.
It's a shame that I rolled a 6. That just makes me think that you're lying now.
I mean, I say it. You know me. I always say it. If it's a failure, they seem trustworthy.
Yeah.
Whether or not you determine that as a lie or not, I leave to you.
I know, that's the whole point of failing the roll. Well, I mean, they've got 5 days to sway me. Well, I guess 4 days to sway me. Because I haven't changed course.
They don't really have much else to say at the moment, but we can actually come back to that. But we're actually almost out of time.
Yeah, like that. If we want to, that seems like a logical point to call it.
Yeah.
And honestly, this gives me a little time to actually create these NPCs because I have like a basic template for them, but they're not fully fleshed.
Because I just don't want to lead them back to the encampment if they turn out to be hostile, having just figured out a way to get all the hobgoblins and such away from the encampment. It's like, if I get back to the encampment with this map of where all the hobgoblin bases and whatnot are in the area, that's a huge boon to keeping us hidden.
Mm.
And it turns out that I lure hostile humans to the camp. It's like, well, it's all for nothing then.
True.
So real quick, you're all at 4,410 XP.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just checking something real quick with my math to make sure you level up tonight. I mean, I could just arbitrarily do it, but I do want to be fair with it. But I want to give you a definitive answer.
Oh shit, you know what I just realized? It's not even going to be 5 days. I've actually led them towards where the troglodyte camp or cave is because I don't know it's there out of character.
Oh, that's going to be even more fun then.
Yeah, no, I was doing the count and I was going from this hex where I think you said they found me, and I was just going 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I just realized, oh wait, that's a troglodyte cave there. We're gonna hit that before we ever hit Redra.
That'll be fun then, and we'll figure that out as we go. I might actually have something for you to do there while you're there. Anyway,
Yeah,
So
accidentally find out that these people are good guys, and they rescue the 2 party members that we have there. Daryl lives.
we'll see.
Marco, never forgotten.
So, okay, everybody. Just real quick thoughts on today's session.
Started off slow, but by the end, good.
Oh, hilarious. I literally,
Hilarious is one way of putting it.
No, I literally thought started off slow. It's like, no, you don't say that to the GM. And then Justin says, started off slow. I was like, oh, okay.
It did start off slow. It's perfectly fine. I want.
If I'm asked a question, I'm gonna be honest about it.
I also want the honesty. So, like, if it was a shitty session, let me know.
I honestly don't remember the beginning of the session. That's why I was thinking started off slow.
Oh god, the beginning of the session was building stuff and Anton escaping.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right. The jump rope Jabba the Hutt scene.
Yeah. Like today just wasn't an action packed game. That's it. But it was.
It
good.
happens. It happens sometimes, and you are in the middle of like a crossroads because you are gonna have to make some decisions soon.
100%.
Food is running out. You are in a very precarious situation, and even if you're spending a lot of energy and resources building. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, but every person that starves to death is 100 gold in their pocket.
If you want to go that route, I guess.
But like, gold isn't gonna serve us in our current position.
Sure it is. I will buy rations and food at the place that pays me. That's an encampment. Yeah. They have tin food. They have tin cups and everything. They're gonna have rations.
Fair enough.
I mean, their soup was literally edible.
Anybody? Any other thoughts for the session?
I had a good time, and getting used to the whole sneak attack thing because I'm used to it from 5th edition and not from Pathfinder.
I know, like Pathfinder is a little bit wonky with it. That's why the Unchained Rogue is a little better with the sneak attack and the extra skill.
Your short sword attacks are like weird. Every one of your damage rolls was 1.
Well, that's because I have a -1 to strength and I don't have the finesse training just yet.
Yeah, I saw that you were rolling 2s with a -1. It's like every attack was 1 plus sneak attack damage.
Alright. Well,
yeah, once you get that finesse training, then you're going to start really, pounding in and damage and whatnot. So it should be good. And by the way, you did level up because for the session, for the fight and the role play, which came out really well, I would say. You got extra information. You saved some people, cleaned up your supplies, built some things. Everybody got 2,500 XP divided by the group is 625 total. That should put you past 5,000 for level 3.
True. In that case, I don't know what spells I'm taking yet. I am getting Craft Wondrous Item. I've already confirmed that it's appropriate level.
I would recommend Arcloid. This is where you get that finesse wielding or weapon finesse.
Well, that's where it comes automatically.
Then you're good then. And you get another feat on top then. And whatever you want for King as well.
Yeah, also, we should take the one that I can burn rages to survive.
There you go. Well, you guys work on your sheets. If you need any help for level 3, let me know. I just let me know like during the week. I'll get back to you when I can because my work schedule is a little wonky. Now, real quick, we'll just do some shout outs. So, Justin, I know you have a channel.
It's true. One Bad Roll. Mondays and Tuesdays, we got stuff going on. This week was a bit of a wash because of real life difficulties. But we'll be back. We'll be good.
Theta.
Yep, this is the Ractus channel. Twitch TV/Ractus. We're on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. We have Ironclaw. 6 p.m. we have this, what you're watching now, Pathfinder. Sundays we have at 6 p.m. Greyhawk, 5th edition D&D. And bi-weekly, we have Notes from the Aleph, a podcast about games design at 2 p.m.
And Arcloid, any shout-outs?
I have no shout-outs. I'm just here every Wednesday from 10 to 10 playing various games with practice and crew.
And last but not least, my name is Rob Grosso. I do writing for the website techraptor.net. Just recently posted an article about game preservation. I do recommend, if people want to check it out, go to techraptor.net. And I also do streaming every once in a while. You can check out my Twitch stream at LinksOcarina86. And that's it.
Oh, and before we wrap up, I almost forgot. Also, on this Sunday at 2 p.m., we are doing a one-shot for Urban Jungle for new players.
Nice. Make sure to check that out. Urban Jungle is a pretty fun game. Other than that, thank you so much, everybody, and have a good night.
Have a good night.